Hello, welcome to Kush News, the newscast of the African diaspora. I'm your anchor, Ochanda, daily bringing you the top stories from Africa and the Caribbean. Let's take a look at today's news on Wednesday, February 7th, 2024. Let's go to Zimbabwe, where the government has agreed to end the death penalty. Zimbabwe's cabinet has approved the abolition of death sentences. This follows the campaign of the death penalty abolition bill last year. Zimbabwe is seeking to permanently abolish the death penalty and replace it with a maximum sentence of life imprisonment. Addressing the press during a post-cabinet briefing on Tuesday, the Minister for Information said that the cabinet followed countrywide grassroots consultations in 30 counties or 30 districts across the country. Zimbabwe has not carried out any execution since 2005, and the Constitution currently protects the right of life, but states that a law may, in limited circumstances, impose the death penalty on men convicted of aggravated murder. If the bill becomes law, Zimbabwe will join the majority of countries around the world that have abolished the death penalty. Those in Zimbabwe, let us know your thoughts on the government getting one step closer to abolishing the death penalty. Are you for it? You against it? Let us know. Let's go to Sudan, where they approach 1 week without internet. Since last Friday, Sudan has went into an internet blackout, with many blaming the paramilitary group Rapid Support Forces that are fighting with the National Army in the 10-month civil war. The Rapid Support Forces, though, has denied all responsibility. This comes after a Sudanese hacker group targeted Uganda for welcoming the RSF leader, Muhammad Dagalo, aka Hameti. The internet blackout adds another layer of hardship to the war at hand. In response to the ongoing conflict, the United Nations has appealed for $4 billion to address the urgent humanitarian needs of those in Sudan. According to recent reports, at least 9 million people have been displaced, while some 25 million are in need of assistance. Those in Sudan, let us know, if you're in places where there's no internet, be hard. But if you're in a neighboring country that has internet and you want us to get your side of the story and what you've been through, reach on out to us in the description box below. Let's go to the Caribbean and end it there. We go to Grenada, where they celebrate Independence Day. Grenada's Independence Day is today, and it is a public holiday and is celebrated every year on February 7th. The day is also celebrated as Grenada's National Day. This holiday marks Grenada's independence from Britain on February 7th, 1974. The day is observed in various cities across the island nation with colorful parades and official ceremonies like today. Grenada won its independence from the United Kingdom back in 1974, and Eric Gary became the first prime minister of the country. The country then became a member of the Commonwealth, while Queen Elizabeth of England continued to rule as its head of state. In March of 1979, Eric Gary's government was overthrown in a coup by the New Jewel movement. This established the People's Revolutionary Government. That government was headed by Maurice Bishop as the prime minister. Maurice Bishop was later arrested and executed by members of the People's Revolution Army, which led to an American invasion back in October of 1983. Fun fact, Grenada is nicknamed the Island of Spice. Those in Grenada, happy Independence Day, happy 50th day, 50th anniversary of your Independence Day. That's right. Let us know on if you went to the parade, if you went and saw the fireworks, the 400 plus drones that are in the sky capturing all the festivities. Congratulations. When we come back, we'll have today's African proverb of the day. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Let's take a look at today's African proverb of the day, and it comes to us from no particular African nation and or ethnic group, and it reads, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Once again, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. African proverb. This is nice. One way that you could look at this is that so I live in the United States, and we have an African diaspora. And unfortunately, some of our African diaspora, they get into nonsense. By becoming part of the solution is becoming not part of the problem. And how you can do that is just not be part of the problem. Be one of those individuals that are just the upstanding citizen. Remember, as the African diaspora, if you're not in Africa, you're in somebody else's country. So do everything that you can to follow their rules and just act as utmost as you can to not put yourself in any danger or any trouble. And that's being part of the solution, because you're not causing a problem for somebody else. Let me know your interpretation of today's African proverb of the day, as well as your thoughts, views, questions, comments, and concerns on the top stories. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make it your best friend. For Kush News on Kush Convos TV, I'm Ochanda. We'll see you soon.